sometimes conversation mushrooms, but it gives me the most immense pleasure to welcome to, of all places, nenthead, Danny Vaughn.
That was me. All right, how's everybody doing? Music takes me all over the place. This year has been no exception. And I look around, I walked in here and I just went, perfect. Exactly what I want to do. Let's get started with that story. Son had a hard-working mother who got the job done. Been to Europe and back, $10 a day. Then I pissed on every statue in the Champs-Elysees. Well, I slept on couches, I slept on floors, I worked on bloody gray houses I could never afford, working farms and skyscrapers, factories and fields. I've been hardly that easy, it simply would not heal. I can still feel it. I wouldn't want to take it back, oh no. What I started so long ago, I never thought that this is where I go. Down a million miles of road. Well, I've had some success, I've had a little fame, more often than not I've had a dollar to my name. I had a wife, a son, an SUV, and bills to pay. I never saw them coming and I never saw them fade away. Here I am today saying that I wouldn't want to take it back, oh no. But I started so long ago, I never thought that this is where I go. Down a million miles of road. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let's get everybody. I need help. So if you got hands, if you're not holding a drink, if you can just give me that. All right, here we go. Oh, that sounds good. All right, keep going. One brain truth. This is how it stands. You want to hear God laugh? Tell him your plans. Some days you run, some you just sit on your hands. All you can do is as the situation demands. Alright, the tour bus will be showing up outside your house tomorrow morning. I'll let you know where the next gig is. Well, I still got my drummer, still got my help, still got plenty of miles in the tank left. But of all these things I had to say, the best of them all are the friends I've made along the way. Wouldn't want to take it back, oh no. What I started so long ago, I never thought that this is where I go. Down a million miles and I still got so far to go. From Timbuktu to Tokyo, I never thought that this is where I go. Down a million miles of road. A million miles of road. Thank you. Yeah, just like the song, a million miles and 10 more, you know? And so, first of all, just thank you to Simon and Angela for having me and for setting this whole thing up. Everybody that knows me knows how much I absolutely love doing this. And as I said, walked in and went, oh, this will do nicely. Thank you very much. So thank you to The Hive for hosting me tonight. It's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you, guys. So I'll be telling you some tales, myths, legends, lies, all that sort of stuff this evening, here and there. But the whole set, the entire set, has been chosen by members of the audience at one place or another. People have written in, and people have told me their favorite. So that's always a challenge because that makes every set different, and I have to think on some. That's why I have this. I know most of them, but memory isn't quite what it used to be, and it always kind of gives me the challenge of thinking about the songs and what I might have to say about them, if anything. So I'm going to go back to the Don't Come Easy album now, and that's a cue. Yeah. Just checking. What I remember about this is that when Taiketo started out, when we first put the band together, really 1989 is when we started rehearsing and thinking about, band members, myself, Michael, and eventually Brooke came in. One of the things that made us different from all our contemporaries was that I was playing an acoustic 12-string guitar actually on stage, and I had been doing that with a covers band that I was in before Taiketo, and it was kind of not done, it was a bit, hang on, we're supposed to be a rock band, what's this all about? But of course the acoustic guitar has always been my instrument, and it spawned a great many of the songs on that album. And when we got to starting to record the record, I think it was probably Michael that came to me and said, look, acoustic guitar is supposed to be our signature, something that makes us different. There really should be an acoustic piece on the album, with just a brief thing, like an intro. So all of a sudden I'm in A&M Studios at $3,000 a day, and I'm supposed to come up with this quick acoustic thing. So it's an intro to a song, but it got forgotten about until I started doing more of these acoustic shows, and I like bringing it back because you only really hear it if you play the Don't Come Easy album, otherwise we never do it live. So it starts like this. hear Taiketo play that one live too often, and there's a reason why. It got known as the cursed song, and it started in the very early days. If you're familiar with how it goes on the album, the acoustic does that, I've changed that, but all by itself initially, and then the band comes in and does the whole bit all the way through the guitar solo, etc., etc. And then after the guitar solo, the band drops out, and it's just me on acoustic guitar again doing that intro before the band comes back in. Seems simple enough. But it never worked live. We had sound men that would go and take cigarette breaks at just the wrong time, things like that. And the worst of it was the first night that we were given the Nelson tour. It was kind of a tryout. They gave us 4 dates. Nelson at the time had the #1 song in America. So it was a big deal to get on their tour. They were playing to about 15,000 people a night. And we had just put our album out. So it was a big deal to get on the tour. They were going to see if they liked us, all that sort of thing. And we had all new techs, it was all the money got rolled out. We had our own little bus, we had techs, everything like that. And I've been in discussion with my guitar tech about that song. So here's what happens. I play the intro, then I hand the guitar to you, I sing the song. At the guitar solo, I'll come back to the side of the stage, get the guitar from you, and I'll be ready to play my intro. And it's like, got it, okay. Sure you got it? Definitely got it. So now it's showtime, and we do the song, and it all goes well. I finish the intro, give him my guitar, go through the song, get to the guitar solo, which goes on just long enough for me to get to the side of the stage, and see a very, very contented-looking guitar tech standing there like this. I'm looking at him going, and he's giving me the, what? Guitar? He goes, oh, don't worry, I packed it up, it's in the truck. First show, 15,000 people, and I had no time to tell the band anything. They stopped, and I just grabbed the mic and went, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. At which point I threw my mic stand at the guitar tech, trying to impale him. Failing that, and almost impaled Nelson's road manager. So, luckily they had a good sense of humor about it, otherwise that would have been the end of the tour. Is there any more light I can get here? This is dark, and I've got to do a song with the lyrics, which means the specs come out anyway, but, nonetheless, I cannot see at all. Oh, well, the specs help, so maybe it's just me. Nah, we're good. We're good. Well, we'll know in a minute anyway. What chord is that? Right, this is a song that was requested off of a project album I did called From the Inside. And it has been noted on occasion that I tend to write songs about strong-willed women, and I mean that in a positive sense. And I'm not surprised. If any of you had ever met my mom, you'd get it. She was a 5'0" Irish lady that brooked no bullshit. And so I carry her with me all the time. But this song, I've been thinking about. I don't know, has anybody here ever been divorced? Yeah, say, there's a question. There's a question you don't hear at too many rock concerts, right? Well, amongst us men, I don't know how it is with women, but divorced men, we can spot each other. There's a glint in the eye, And so I wrote this song because I knew what it was like to be divorced. And with guys, it tends to be, look, just take everything. As long as I'm out, I don't care. But of course, for women, it's another story entirely. And so I decided to try and write this song about how difficult it can be for a woman to get back into her life after a divorce has happened and she's no longer part of a partnership. So hopefully I succeeded in the story. It's called Making Waves. There's a part of her life that she's had to outgrow, to push into the past. Used to be her everything, and the memories are still fresh, but they have a little sting. What will tomorrow bring? She's making room things are only things, but their weight can hold us down. And there's some stuff out on the stage to be given away. And she smiled today. She's making room. She's making waves. She's making sure that he's a part of yesterday. And she's not alone, so she's not afraid. She's making a way. There's a handful of regrets and a list of things undone. There were promises unkept, but there's a there for everyone. When she steps out of that house, she might cause a little stir. Today belongs to her. She's making room. She's making waves. She's making sure that he's a part of yesterday. And she's not alone, so she's not afraid. She's making a way. She's making room. She's making waves. She's making time for all the things that you put away. And she's feeling good. And she's feeling brave. She's making a way. She's making a way. Thank you. Thank you. That's one that I don't get to play very often, so it's always kind of like greeting an old friend. I'm at the moment, I might as well get this off my chest. I'm haunted by this cartoon I saw only yesterday. It was so perfect. It's just a one-panel cartoon. You might have seen it. It's a meme that gets circulated. And it's just a long-haired guy sitting on a stool playing an acoustic guitar. And he says, looking down, he looks very emo, but he looks down and he says, "My songs are like my kids." And the guy from the audience says, "Your kids suck." I thought, oh dear, because we do feel that way, a lot of us. So keep it to yourself. This is a song from Myths, Legends, and Lies, which, if there are any of you that do not have that CD, I have it here, as well as our lovely DV patches and plectrums and things like that. And it's an album that was an album of love and strange orphan songs that had no place anywhere else. I wrote this song when I was living in Nashville, Tennessee. I did not have the best of times in Nashville. Some guys did well there, I didn't. It was also a bad time in my life, so I wasn't all there. So when I wrote it, I'd also just finished reading a wonderful book by one of my favorite writers, a guy named Neil Gaiman. And the book is called American Gods. They turned it into a reasonably decent TV show, but the book was amazing. And in the book, basically, there's an ongoing war, unbeknownst to all of us. The elder gods from, not even Norse mythology, but even some of the weirder mythologies, they live amongst us, they have jobs, they're still a little more powerful than we are, but they're just kind of existing. And the newer gods are coming out, entertainment and technology and the world god and things like that. So there's this, basically the story is that there's this war coming between the old gods and the new gods, and Odin is running around trying to round up the old gods. And I decided I was going to put this Armageddon, this Ragnarok, right in the center of Nashville. So if it happened, Nashville would be taken out. So it was kind of a therapeutic thing for me to do, to put it in there. There's got a lot of Nashville landmarks that don't make a lot of sense to anybody that hasn't been there, but it's a bit of fun. It's called The Last Ride of the Sunset Men. I can't remember how it goes. The Cumberland River pirates pulled out of their stronghold. That's the red clay mines, leaving neon diners high on Spartan's Hill. And the Carbon Canyon roadblock, it held fast against the wicked wind. There was talk of lies and treason, dissension without reason that fell on deaf ears again. And the thunder cracked as they jumped on the backs of tornadoes. They kept parked outside. From our windows we watched the last ride of the Sunset Man. The Technicolor catfish moved on to greener pastures. All those Preston Slick-on Rangers wouldn't know the signs of danger if they bit them on the ass. And the Printers Alley poets wrote it all down as fast as they could go. And the day turned into night. They were still fighting over copyrights, and there was no one left to know. Then the soldiers and sailors called out to their jailers as Main Street split open wide in the wake of the final ride of the Sunset Man. Here's where it gets a little weird. So stray off the beaten path with me for a minute. And they came into a place that knew not the name or face of the dark ones that walked in their midst. They've told myths, legends, and lies with forked tongues and hungry eyes that the breath of immortality had kissed. Then the tall one with the hammer, so drunken that he stammered, stood and rallied with a flash of living light. The host all rose as one. The final battle had begun. The Sunset Men rode off into the night. They'll not soon see our light again. The Sunset Man, the Sunset Man. Thank you. Right, let's do one I know by heart now. This is a nice sounding room, so hopefully when you all go, oh, I know this song, you'll join in and sing a little with me. say that love's a crime. The jury can call me guilty. I want what's mine. And now I'm crying out in anger, and God is taking you away. Fighting the sins of another can lock you away. And you cannot let it go. From now until eternity, you can keep on looking anywhere. You will find another man like me. Come on, sing. If I only had the wings to fly, leave the chains of earth below, take my heart up in the sky, I would never let you go. Just like a night to remember, touching sweat and skin to skin, the sweat on our bodies, feet, and the life that I live. And you cannot let it go. From now until eternity, you can keep on looking anywhere. You will find another man like me. And again. If I only had the wings to fly, leave the chains of earth below, take my heart up in the sky, I would never let you go. If I could hear the thunder in your heart, I know my love would light the sky. I could do anything if I had the wings to fly. Reach out your hand to me, baby. I got the faith to lead the way. Give me your heart and nothing to drag me away. If I only had the wings to fly, leave the chains of earth below, take my heart up in the sky, I would never let you go. If I could hear the thunder in your heart, I know my love would light the sky. I could do anything if I had the wings to fly. All right, sing the part now. If I only had the wings, I'd fly right to your side, make you my own, and never, never let you go. If I could only hear your heart, if thunder's in the sky, if I had the wings to fly. That sounded good, folks. So, as I'm sure quite a few of you know, it's about a week away from Taiketo tour time. So that's gonna start. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. Not just because we're touring, because that's always exciting, but also because we've got Little Caesar coming along to play with us, which is a band that I was turned on to by the one and only John Kalodner at